This is probably my well, I know this is for sure my favorite G.I. Joe good guy. I don't really like the good guys, but that's not about this video either. It's about a great figure with a mediocre, or in my opinion, really bad color scheme and a lot of potential that wasn't used. So this barbecue here, let's get this out of the way. This barbecue here, it's amazing the detail that goes into this particular figure. And this figure's been 3 years old now. And I did a couple customs, like I said, I'll show you in a second, which I even fell short by using what's there. You know, it's like, it's so bizarre that how much this sculpt is so amazing with so much different detail and different things on it. And I know what you're going to say, well, they got to keep the cost down. The rising prices of figures now, I don't think, you know, there's really an excuse. Or you can just get a higher end figure, so to speak, meaning the Sleepwalker, this one here. But that's not so much, you know, higher end doesn't really mean better, you know, because I think this sculpt is better than this sculpt. But this paint app is crazy good. It's nuts. They took their time for $39.99. They took their time and actually took full advantage, just about, with all the detail and all the accessories that you get with it, even into the collar here, you know, the buttons, the dark wash, shadowing, or whatever you want to call it, or the light's kind of bright down here, but several different hands, tons of different weapons, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, 3 different head sculpts. This is the default head sculpt's probably my favorite for this one, the Sleepwalker. This scheme, back to what the video is really about, is probably, it's not very good. It's mediocre. I know the browns go with the blues and the blues go with the light, you know, light greens there, but it's just that, to me, it's not a very good color scheme. And the lack of all that sculpt, that what you're able to do with this sculpt. I know, you know, I'm probably thinking, well, you're not going to get what you're going to say you're not going to get what you want, because it's never going to happen, which I understand. You can add a couple, I mean, like right here, you can add some paint to this to separate those plates there on the top of his forearm. But I don't know, it's just a shame, man. I just think that I don't know, man. I don't want me, you know, I don't even know. Here's what I did. I got barbecues back here. Let's put them back here. Let's put them here. So if you're a customizer by any means, here's where I dropped the ball. This one turned out okay. Here's what he looked like before, obviously. And I guess I missed opportunity as well, but I did add some things here and there. The rivets and stuff. Like, he's got rivets and stuff you can't even see on the sculpt, you know, in the color. I just do not like the color scheme on that. I don't like the color scheme. The video is about a great action figure with mediocre or bad color schemes. I'm not saying my stuff's the better color scheme by no means either, but I just do not like that color scheme back there. Not really. But I guess I dropped, you know, missed opportunities as well, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could have. So what I'm doing is now, with this could have been broken up even more. Even you could have used the same colors, you know what I mean? You could use the same colors, but you know, the blue could have been gunmetal, like here. Let me scoot it over here a little bit. Let's get Sleepwalker out of the picture here. The blue could have been gunmetal, or opposite metallic blue, or whatever. But let's just go, for instance, with me. Even though here I skipped a lot of spots where I could have done a lot of things too as well back here, and I didn't. The blue could have been gunmetal. The green could have been. Let's since he's a flamethrower guy, right? Barbecue. Let's see here. Here's the next scheme I'm going to do with these two, I think. And I also have some head sculpts for these guys. I'm not going to use these head sculpts. The blue could be gunmetal. The green could be bright red. The gunmetal here on the metal on the biceps, and the gunmetal here in the elbow pads and the knee pads as well, just like here on this one. as it really you can see because it's white. And people may not like the white scheme. Like I said, let me start over because I just lost place. It could be gunmetal or blue, gunmetal with the knee pads, elbow pads, top of the gauntlets, if that's what you call them. You could separate the fingers in colors with a color like I did here, just like this. Or you don't have to. I'm just saying, for instance, that's what I mean. Just for instance, like right there, you could just separate the metal that's on the plates of the fingers and gloves, and then the dark green could be amber, black boots. I just think it would flow better. It would look better as a barbecue, in my opinion. And now if you're gonna be that red, you can't have the tank red like I did over here, or colors like that. I think they should be just gunmetal with a different types of colors of gunmetal. I don't know, but I kind of went off base with this video, but I enjoy this figure so much. It's the only good guy that I like, that I think they just dropped it where it came to the color scheme, especially all the detail on this thing, all the detail. Like look at the boots, for instance. I tell you, if I'm going to complain about this figure, it would be the boots, because I'm not happy with these boots. They're okay, but I mean, they're all right. I wish they were a little more of a combat type of boot on something like this here, like the Legacy boot here. I wonder if you can't really switch them because there's different sizes, but the Legacy boot would probably be better for what I'm thinking. Would be better for me, just as a personal opinion. Anyway, there's my barbecues. I don't know. I just think that this is probably one figure that they could have did more with, and they didn't. So, what figure do you have that you love the figure, but you don't really necessarily like the color scheme? And like I said before we leave, real quick, the guns and the hoses, they can be different. They don't have to be just black. They could have just printed these and molded them just in red or something, or whatever. Or orange, or whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or yellow. Who knows? But anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Let me know if you got an action figure that you love, and you just think they fell short on the color scheme. If not, and if you like this barbecue, hey man, even better. Now that I'm actually looking at the video, I don't know if I want to paint them, but I think I'm going to go forward with it because I just spent like over $85 to do this mix match kit. I can't even speak. So that video will be out when it's done. I wasn't going to drag it out and show you the head sculpts and all that stuff, so I'll put it together and make it really quick, even quicker than this one. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time. Say what again. Say what again.